Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Stellaris 2.2 Mega Corporation. We are the Technocracy of Zinj. And in the previous installment, we just recently took over the primitives of Raima. On Raima 3, we have subjugated the primitives and incorporated them to our empire. A nice size 22 ocean world with, well, 68% devastation. So we will need to build them up. We're building a planetary admin there as well. So what I want to do, actually... Oh, another good thing that we colonized in the previous episode was this tomb world. And we're populating it with our Justicans. What are they called exactly? Yeah, they're the Justicans. And they are mutated or irradiated, so they are perfectly adapted to live on tomb worlds, and I think we want to move more of them here. In fact, so one thing I want to do is I want to enable population controls for this planet, so only Justicans will grow on this planet, and that's something that I disabled a while back to please some of my factions, but we're going to bring it back. We're going to go to population controls, we're going to allow them, and that's certainly going to displease some of my factions, probably the egalitarians mostly. I don't know if it's going to affect the Xenophile faction, but we'll see. Right now, Friends of Liberty are at 55%. We'll see what that does. Alright. Oh yeah, now they're down to 30%. But that's okay. I want to eventually root out those factions. So we're only going to let the Justicans grow here. And that comes with a minus 20% population growth penalty, but I think it's worth it to make sure we have the right people in the right spot. And yeah, we're going to fill up all those mining districts. So now we just need to let them be. Ethic change. On Sarutu 1. A new religion has formed, so I guess they're becoming more spiritualistic, I suppose. Well, that's good for them. So we're doing that. Also, I want to take the Xeno Compassion Center. This faction is becoming ridiculously huge. 122, 37% of my empire. I mean, it's because we have all these aliens in our empire, which is giving huge attraction to the Xeno faction. My trip was excellent. And now we're going to institute a policy of re-Zinjification, because there are far too many Xenos in our empire. You know, it's nice to have a bit, but we're going to take the Xeno Compassion faction and suppress them. Yeah, I went out to Pennsylvania to visit some family, and it was very nice. Nice to just sit around and go places and do random stuff. Get out of the grind. So we're going to suppress the faction. They're going to be very unhappy because we're suppressing them. But hopefully we'll see this number of 122 drop down, and maybe people will go into our military faction, our materialist faction. And once we've wiped out the Xeno supporters, we'll maybe start removing Xenos from our empire, because with the way the population mechanics work, you know, you could have 100 Zinjites and 1 Justkin, but they'll just constantly, you know, switch population growth. So you end up with 50% of every type of... Or you end up with an even amount of every type of race, even though you at one point had a massive majority that should have, in theory, kept on growing. So hopefully we'll get there eventually. It's going to take a while. But in the meantime, we'll just let the Xenos live in our empire. And, of course, we're definitely going to keep the Justkins around, because since we uplifted them, they get plus 10% happiness bonus, which I like. Yeah, okay. So I guess the next thing on the agenda is we need to think about our next war. Because, of course, if we are at war, then we can make our militarist faction happier. Magnotron, that's a new colony. They're still growing their first few population units. We could probably import some people there. Well, that's okay. So let's see, let's build some more ships. We have 2.7k alloys. Rising unemployment on Raima 3. Oh, A few criminals are of no concern. Yeah, the devastated people of Raima. Well, let me build those ships first, and then we'll take a closer look at Raima. So we want some of our Gaugamela class cruisers. And once they're complete, we can think about building some more corvettes. So let's see, on Raima, the planet of the primitives that we took over, we got 58%. Ooh. A wavering signal haunts Light's End 3, though it does not seem to originate from the planet's surface. Challenging, but only 250 days. So, yeah, we got tons of unemployment, tons of devastation. But once we complete the planetary admin, that should help things out quite a bit. Give some people jobs, put people in the leadership position to help with amenities and stability. So we'll leave them be for now.
Construction project concluded.
Good. So we're building more military ships. Once we're prepared, we'll go to our next war. And then also, for economic considerations, I think I'm going to turn Samnavik into an industrial planet for more consumer goods, and I'm going to turn Sheet into another Forge world. But Curator Station destroyed? Who did that? Oh, the Maynard Bod Killstorm did it. A sad end to their legacy. Well, you know, bad bots doing bad things. That's, as they say, common expression in the future, in alternate realities. Oh, what the heck? The game just crashed. Well, how do you like that? Temporary technical difficulties. Another Forge world. But Curator Station destroyed? Who did that? Oh, the Maynard Bod Killstorm did it. A sad end to their life. Alright, I'm loading up the game now. Hopefully it should pop on the screen there real quick. There we go. Load latest save. So how is everybody out there on this fine Tuesday evening? Looking forward to the holiday seasons? Alright, yeah, so one issue I'm having with the game so far is, I mentioned this, yeah, probably just 5 minutes ago, but this the way population growth is handled. Like, every species in your empire gets an equal chance of growing. So if you have 100 humans and 1 orc, you're going to alternate between humans and orcs. So eventually, you're equal, but you'd expect the humans to maintain the majority. But, you know, just as an example, so you end up with an empire that's going to be completely equal with every single type of race. And in my opinion, that's exactly the same thing as having an empire with just one species. You know, there's no... If everything is uniform, everything is boring. So let's see, we crashed. I'm not sure what saved exactly. Are we building those cruisers? Oh yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure what progress we lost exactly. Probably not much. So on Sheet, we're going to make this another Forge world. Yeah, I don't think we lost much of anything. Curator Station destroyed. Way too high off caffeine. Yeah, that stuff... You get the jitters sometimes.
Construction project concluded.
Yeah, performance has definitely declined. But hopefully our people at Paradox can fix that in the near future. Overall, I think everything is better despite that. So resource-wise, we're not hurting for anything. We have low stability on Raima 3, obviously. We finished more cruisers, so now we're going to build some more corvettes. Some more Pelican-class corvettes. How many can we fit? And that should be good.
Concluded.
Congo is our current Forge world. Oh, you know what? Oh yeah, so what I was about to do before we crashed is we are -1 volatile motes. So I think on Dune, I'm just going to start building chemical plants to give us more motes. And we also have 2 unemployment. So we'll get 2 chemists, we'll get more motes. I mean, our only real choice is to convert minerals into strategic resources because we have no natural deposits.
Construction project concluded.
Now, on Bergstein, our planet of the Justkins, I know we have some unemployed Justkins somewhere, but where are they? I saw a deposit of unemployed. Or maybe we could take yeah, you know what? Let's take these clerks and transfer them to Bergstein. Because we want to build up Bergstein. We don't need clerks. What we need are more miners. So, you 3. And you. So now we got, look at all those. We got 29 minerals now. And we can build a building. So let's build a plant for which minerals can be processed and purified to make the finest alloys the galaxy has ever seen.
Research concluded.
And that should be good for now. Habitability, plus 5%. Let's clear out... Saturday and Sunday. That's something Lumberg would pull. Well, hopefully you'll have some other day off, right? Let's see, let's reinforce these corvettes because I need them for piracy patrols. Okay, I think we're ready for the next war, right? Actually, oh yeah, yeah, I'm so interrupted now because of that crash. So the Xeno Compassion Center is down to 120. They were at 122. It's probably going to be multiple decades of suppression. Alright, so let's see. Guisbor Manufacturing. We're claiming these 2 systems. We should also claim Assance. And that'll be good for our next push. Let's declare the war. Nobody wants to go with me. But, they got some... They have a defensive treaty with the Ether denomination, but they have never been a problem so far, so I think we'll be fine. Let's declare war.
War declaration process.
We're technically fighting a 2-front war, but I think I'm just gonna pretend I'm fighting a 1-front war and go straight after Guisbor.
Project concluded.
Because we do have defensive stations, a defense station down here to help. And... oh, their fleet power is equivalent? I thought it was pathetic. I guess I made a mistake there, but we can build more ships. In fact, let's go to the market. We are the market leader after all, so we should take advantage. Let's sell some excess food. You know what, let's just buy only... we don't have enough energy, really. Okay, well, we can't get any significant amount of alloys. Ransomers, emergency buoy? An emergency transmission buoy floats in a gentle orbit around Light's End 3, its outer casing heavily damaged by weapons fire. It might be a Zinj, a model for civilian ships designed to be ejected as an emergency measure. Let's clean up the transmission. You know, honestly, I really don't care, because I want to... there's plenty to do regarding warfare and economic development, but we'll see. Our fleets are in motion, so we'll wait for them to get there. On our homeworld, we have 2 unemployment, so we could upgrade some research labs.
Research concluded.
Or just ignore it and use our resources somewhere else. We can clear glaciers now.
System survey concluded.
Oh, ship fire rate plus 5%. Let's go for it. Yeah, this game is getting so jittery and laggy. It's unfortunate. What is Zorba's place? This was a mining world, it still is.
Concluded.
You know, I've been kind of all about the civilian... Oh, civilian fabricators. Okay. Yeah, so clerk jobs. This a new topic. Smuggler activity reported on Raima. Okay, so we have, is that a result of our high crime? Yeah, we got smuggler activity, criminal underworld. Okay, this is cool. We get to interact with the crime mechanic. Of course, we have our planetary capital now, so we get an enforcer who can help decrease crime. So we only have 14% crime, and we have a bunch of unemployed specialists. So what can we do on this planet? We have a massive population of unemployed specialists. We need to give them something to do. I'm thinking we can turn this into yet another Forge world. I think that might be good. Let's give them an alloy foundry and a hollow theater to increase the amenities, to increase happiness and stability. And we really need to wait for the stellar culture shock to wear off. It's going to be a little while. Alright, the pieces are in motion. Yeah, see, look at this. Tezekian is now growing. It's because it's their turn to have a population growth. Despite the fact that this planet is mostly brutalizing brutes and our empire has not very many Tezekians in it overall. But we'll let them be.
Research concluded.
Alright, Bergstein is looking pretty good. In fact, we could probably build some more mining districts. Like, despite the fact that we have minus 20% growth, we're still getting 4.61 per month. Research speed plus 5%. So let's grab the 0-point reactor. Snyder's Star. Almost 20 population. I guess we could use more energy districts, actually. Help with our... you know, make more use of trading and things like that. We have... Oh, a raiding fleet is coming through our territory for some reason. Taking a look at the trade overview, I see we have some pretty significant piracy effects in Corinth and Raima. So let's set up this fleet on patrol. Just 5 corvettes. This whole corridor is kind of infested with pirates, so if we can clear that out, we can increase our energy some more. Reinforce that fleet to add another corvette, increasing piracy suppression. Alright, our ships have arrived in enemy territory. Oh, we should get an admiral for the 4th force. Every fleet needs a leader.
Construction project concluded.
I've been kind of I've been kind of into trickster admirals because of their increased disengagement chance, but we have none available. So I think we'll go with Gale Speed for the 20% light speed boost.
Special project concluded.
We've recovered 1 Cybrex artifact. Good. And we'll keep moving into enemy territory. Currently they are 5% exhaustion, we only have 3%. So I think we're doing pretty good. Our people are not so easily tired from conflict, for we are militaristic. And our Xeno compatibility faction is still at 120. They need to go down, Military Officers Association needs to go up.
Research concluded.
Elgate Insight, +1. Oh, let's go for the afterburners. We got a bunch of... We have no afterburners. It'd be nice to actually get some afterburners. So we're really not hurting for anything right now. We have positive of, I guess, yeah, more alloys, I guess, is what we really should be focusing on at the moment. So that's what we'll do. So on Sheetland, let's throw them an alloy foundry. Governing shifts in the partnership. They're becoming more xenophilic. Congo, our current... So here's an interesting thing. This is a massive world. I would like to continue turning it into a forge world by building more alloy forges here, but people are leaving this planet because they want to go to new colonies. So it's like I need to find another new colony to also build more forges on. I can't just keep on developing Congo, at least not very quickly, because they're emigrating away. I guess we could build another city to increase housing, but that's the way it goes. You know, developing a planet isn't such a linear process. Okay, let's bomb them. Magrim, we want to conquer this world. Take over their research labs and their hollow theaters. That'd be good. No sign of the enemy fleets. Check out... You know, we need to... Oh. Yeah, 5.51 growth per month on Bergstein for the Justkins, our uplifted species. In fact, we could genetically modify them to be good at mining, but I'm not going to put in the research to that quite yet. They have 8 population. If we had just 2 more population, we could turn this into a fully fledged colony with a planetary admin and everything. So in fact, oh, we got two Justkins on Buffet. So let's resettle them. Now, they are specialists, so we'll need to provide them with specialist work. Yeah, see, now we have 2 unemployed specialists here. But we can upgrade to planetary admin. I guess let's throw down a hollow theater for our specialists to work in and upgrade the administration. So we have only 40% stability because people are unhappy. And they're unhappy because they are unemployed. And also, they are upset because they are friends of liberty and they don't like how I've been curbing freedoms.
Research concluded.
But if we increase the amenities, we can really help out with that. By increasing this number here, we can improve pop happiness, which will improve stability. Afterburners. Let's go for Durasteel materials. Nothing like a fine sheet of armor to protect your ship. Oh, national purity, that's nice. A policy of re-Zinjification. I think I'm going to go with this guy, Gordo Monroe, because he has 10% influence increase. And also, I'm not sure what or if any of these leaders belong to other factions, but I don't want to risk electing a leader who belongs to, like, the xenophilic faction or the egalitarian faction. And I'm pretty sure Gordo Monroe, having a xenophobe ethics attraction plus 20%, is not all about the aliens. So we'll elect him. We're only getting +1 influence because we're consuming 1 for a defensive pact, 0.5 for a research agreement. Also, I'm pretty sure faction suppression costs influence, right? least I thought it did. Yeah, monthly influence -1 to suppress a faction. But that number doesn't seem to be reflected here.
Construction project concluded.
Ooh, alloy foundries, great. Yeah, I like how robots can work as specialists, apparently. It's a good reason to build robotic assembly plants. Help with the population growth. So we got 1.3k alloys. Yeah, let's not stop building ships, how about? So if we can occupy Orim, we can help bring the war to a close much more quickly. Though we will need to train more troops. Let's get some assault armies up in there. And I think that'll be enough, because we already have these 2 transport ships. Okay. So, how are the strategic resources going? So we have +3 motes now. Volatile mots. Motes, whatever. Good. Oh man, why is stability so low here? Yeah, I think that's going to be a problem for a while, but hopefully we can keep the people in line. We have low amenities here. We need to increase the amenities, but we have no way to do so. I mean, we could...
Another day, another scientific breakthrough.
We'll have to build like a hollow theater here to make people... to provide them with valuable goods, valuable services, I should say. We could also distribute luxury goods, which I don't think is really worth it. At least not right now. Okay, ship fire rate +5%. Let's go for fleet command limit +20. No sign of the enemy fleets anywhere. Piracy is slowly being reduced. Yeah, look at that. Current piracy is only 0.7 here. 1.5 over there. Good. We just got 5 corvettes patrolling around, which is plenty. We got 4 piracy there. Okay, so here, if we can suppress that piracy by building... We can upgrade this starhold, then we can build hangar bays here. And that's going to provide piracy protection for the local area. And then we just don't need to worry about it. Let the pilots worry about it. Oh, excellent. Army transport complete. To the front. You've got a job to do. Okay, there's the enemy fleet. The shore? 3k of enemy fleet power? Well, they're going to be no match for our cruisers. And one thing I'm really eager to try out is the inability of some local spiritual leaders on Raima 3 to even begin to claim the rampant unrest on the colony has led to the populace taking a more rational view of the material realm they inhabit. Oh. Well, that makes sense. We are materialist empire, after all. Okay. So, I'm thinking of turning this into a forge world. We have currently still 4 unemployment, and they're still suffering from stellar culture shock. Only 9% crime. So I guess we just really have to wait it out, the culture shock. But in the meantime, I'm kind of tempted to just build another alloy foundry. And how is our friends on Bergstein doing? We have 2 jobs to fill, so I'll just let them continue. Okay, oh yeah, so anyway, as I was saying, in the edicts section, we now have all these fancy ways to use strategic resources to improve your fleet. For example, exotic gases for shield boost, plus 25% shield hit points, you know. A great way to boost up your fleet for a war, if you're willing to pay for it.
Hostile IFF signatures detected.
6k enemy fleet. Okay, we still outnumber them. I guess we'll just wait around here, because we should conquer the planet before we move on. How's that coming? 100% devastation? Oh boy. Yeah, look at that. We've wiped out all of their armies. Oh, they've opened up a second front. Great. We'll have to deal with that. This colony is very underdeveloped, though. If only it'd be nice to make a fortress world and see how those work out. But right now, let's focus on northern front, deal with that. Then we'll move south. I mean, how much damage could they really do? I'm gonna keep an eye on the enemy fleet, and then we can activate our edicts. Yeah, see, look at that. They're about to send in a 3-point-K fleet. Oh wow, that could work out pretty well. Let's as soon as they pop in, we can wipe out the 3K fleet, and then you know, break them apart, break up the enemy, defeat them one at a time.
Construction project concluded.
Alright, so let's see. Let's I mean, no need to be. If only we had more motes, we could activate more stuff, but whatever. Let's do focusing crystals for energy damage plus 25%. And let's go for the shield hit points plus 25% as well. So we're going to wipe out this enemy fleet. They've split themselves up quite foolishly.
Initializing hostile engagement protocol.
Well, let's just grab a new physicist real quick. How about you? Radislav Sorokin, 39 years old, particle expert. Massive clash in space. The miners watch in horror, wondering if they will be collateral damage. But we all... Okay, cool. We took out 4 enemy corvettes. We only lost 1 corvette. The enemy's up at 25% war exhaustion. Perfect. Okay. Hopefully that'll make them think twice. I guess we'll just stay put. You know? And let's send up these 2 cruisers to the front line. You know, defense is just the preparation to attack. The enemy fleet has seemed to have vanished, which is good but also unsettling. What? Did Gordo? I guess Gordo Monroe died. He was a substance abuser after all. Well, that's unfortunate.
Research concluded.
Fleet command limit plus 20. Naval capacity. We're nowhere near our naval cap, so we don't even need to worry about that. Military academy. Okay, let's go in, invade the enemy planet, and then we will proceed. So it looks like the enemy, their goal is to humiliate me. And that's it. Like, They don't have any claims on me, so they're not going to take control of these systems if we settle for a white peace, which is a good thing. Alright, we've clashed with the enemy forces again.
Hostiles making planetfall.
The enemy force consists mostly of destroyers, corvettes. Oh wow, they are on some pretty low tier tech. They're on tier 1 technology. Oh man, their destroyers are a bit more sophisticated though. Mostly energy weapons, so our plus 25% shield boost is really going to be helpful. Help abate their energy weapons. And
occupied by hostile ground forces.
It's all part of the plan. Oh man, what a crushing defeat. They lost 5 cruisers. And we lost a handful of corvettes. Okay. That's just super duper. I don't think they can recover from a blow like that. If only we had a more local... Yeah, we have to fly all the way back to Eldorak to repair. But that's no good. I think we'll just push forward. Oh, yeah, we also need to occupy Assance, because we want to take over that world, that system as well. Asan is...
Commencing planetary incursion initiative.
What the hell? I thought we wiped out the enemy garrison. Where did these guys come from? Indiana Parmesan? Yeah. I think we have one of those guys running around. I have a custom name list that I'm using. Alright. So someone in military intelligence made the mistake into thinking that the enemy garrison was destroyed. And we just wasted a bunch of troops. But... we will resume the bombardment. Yeah, Director General Indiana Parmesan. And of course, we have our scientists. Gene Turkington, Gil Bloomgill, and of course, these are all the like the Russian names that are in some of the other default name lists as well. So all these combinations make for some interesting names. Okay, so the war will not be as swift as one might have hoped. So as we continue the bombardment of Orym, let's take a look around. I must have been looking at the wrong planet when I thought the garrison was destroyed. So we got civilian industries here. Like, why are they emigrating away from Saminovic? Oh, we need more housing. Okay, that's a big thing. We need to do that right now. Give them some more housing. Sheet is good.
Hostile IFF,
but they're still emigrating because of low stability. Oh, good news! Xeno Compassion Center is down to 112. Well, it can't be helped. The enemy fleet 5k. They only have a 5k fleet. We can definitely do something about that. We just need to reorganize our ships. In fact, I'm going to take these 2 cruisers, send them back to Haramuth, and we'll build some more corvettes. We can probably build a fleet to counter them pretty easily. Let's see, Raima is doing what? You are producing 4 alloys. Could be more, but we have low stability.
Construction project concluded. detected.
Okay, we're just gonna keep on bombing them. I wonder if I could recall some ships from the front, actually, because we wiped out a massive enemy fleet. I don't know how quickly it's gonna take for them to recover. Probably we should stay put. Ooh, new technology. Get occupation garrison +2.
Hostile IFF signatures detected.
Well, the AI is being particularly tenacious tonight. In the past, I've seen them just do literally nothing, and I'm like not even having to worry about fighting in a two-front war. But tonight we need to actually do something about it.
Hostiles making planetfall.
Oh my god, okay, we gotta do something about this. So we're gonna send back one of these fleets to repair, and then we'll stop them.
Planet occupied by hostile ground forces.
I've never seen, at least in 2.2, I've never seen AI act like this with actual competence.
Construction project concluded.
And suddenly they're superior? How the heck did this happen? What is going on with these guys? Ay ay ay.
Research concluded.
Okay, we've got the Durasteel armor. Let's hit up the plasma thrusters. Who died? What the hell? Our director generals keep dying in office at the age of 97. We need some young people. Anyone that can help us with our military. Not at the moment. I don't think, I'll just leave it to random chance. Alright, see, they're down to 34 garrison strength. I think we could send in our armies now. Try and end this as quickly as we can.
Construction project concluded. Evading hostiles.
We just need to settle for a status quo so we can claim this territory. And that should end the war. Well, I'm pretty... yeah, they have no claims on me, so even though they're occupying these systems, they're not going...
Planetary incursion initiative.
They're not going to get anything. Okay, we've fully occupied the world. You guys... stay there. Keep it locked down. We need a new society researcher. We got, I'll give Maynard Gordon for the plus 25% experience gain. Get him up the levels as quickly as we can. And let's send back the first fleet. Alright, so we're gonna rally up around in this area, probably at Haramuth, then counteract the enemy invaders who have so fiendishly attacked us. And I'm not sure what Guispor Manufacturing is up to. No sign of their fleet. We have 669 alloys. We could probably throw in an order for another cruiser. I mean, we got plenty of fleet capacity, so
Research concluded.
let's go for it. 0-point reactor. Let's grab the... I don't really use... Actually, no, I do use disruptors, I think, on my corvettes. Let's go for the gamma laser. We're gonna get it all eventually. Okay, we're gonna have a fleet to counteract the enemy pretty soon here. Once our ships get into position.
Hostile IFF signatures detected.
Harmony. We just need to get mind and body. Leader lifespan plus 20. Yeah, that would really help. With the way our guys have been dropping like flies. And we are hurting. We are hurting for the consumer goods.
Hostile IFF
Because
signatures detected.
Buffet was our primary industrial world, producing all of the fancy gadgets and gizmos that people love to have in their home. But Seminovic will also be an industrial world one day, but they need the population. Yeah, emigration is down to 0.6 because we built all the new housing. We need to bring in the workers. Gotta bring them in, give them jobs, incentivize them to move to a new planet. And I always have the option of adjusting my trade policy so I get more consumer goods. But we don't want to do that yet. Not until things become desperate. Not until people are in the streets fighting over toasters and nylons. You know what? Interstellar logistics, plus a 30 naval capacity.
Hostile IFF signatures detected.
Alright, right where I want them.
Science ship sustaining damage.
Alright, well, we've had some people cycling in and out tonight so far, but we got 5 people out there, so be sure to like the video so far if you are enjoying yourself. Get more people to know about it and things like that. Okay, we have... Can you guys group up? Excellent. We have a 8K fleet led by Nick Dyson. Ooh. Nick Dyson. And we have a 10K fleet facing us, so once we get the rest of our ships together, fly straight to Haramuth, we'll be good to go. And in fact, we have plenty of exotic gases, so what we're gonna do is we are going to instruct the admirals to use the gases as fuel, giving us plus 15% sublight speed, because time is of the essence. Oh ho ho! We are reaching 8. Oh, okay. So the enemy, they've split up their. No, they haven't. They're all going to Atmir. So we'll have our defensive station to help us out at Haramuth. They're probably moving for Haramuth. So we're gonna hopefully they'll attack Haramuth. Then we'll. Oh, this is gonna be pretty epic. We're gonna have some reinforcements come in. Oh, that's interesting. Where are they going? Production targets has expired. Are they going to sip? They might be going to Kraxima, in which case we can meet at Scipion. We just need to destroy some enemy ships and then we'll probably be good to go. Gonna have to take the corvettes off of patrol. Yeah. We need to go after them. Hopefully catch them, surround them, get them in a pincer movement. Yeah, they don't seem to be going to Kraxima. Are they possibly moving to try and free the world we've taken over?
Hostile IFF signatures detected.
If we can split them up, that would be perfect. Yeah, you're just gonna get slaughtered. You guys need... Ah, man, this is a tough situation. Well, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll just miss them.
Evading hostiles.
Damn, okay. We're embroiled in the thick of it. So they got us outnumbered. Hopefully we can do some damage, though. Who's our admiral? Lon Arrigo? They lost 6 corvettes and 1 destroyer. Alright, that's pretty frustrating. Yeah, if we just had a couple more ships, we might be able to do it. Like, where the heck did these guys pull ahead so quickly? Like, they've been pathetic the entire game, and now suddenly they're just superior somehow. Like, if only there was some chart I could look at to see when that happened, maybe infer sort of what they did. Yeah, they're moving to try and retake the enemy planet that we're currently occupying. I guess what we should do is we should repair our corvettes.
IFF signatures detected.
And then meet up, you know, reassemble. Oh, we finished terraforming our tropical planet. What we'll do is we'll repair these corvettes, group everyone up into our one big fleet, and then we'll go back on the offensive. And in the meantime, we can also probably build some more corvettes. And we'll take out this enemy fleet. You know, get some sort of sense of revenge.
Construction project concluded.
Excellent. Ha! Alright, a little morale boost. That's all. That's nice. Okay, so I think we should probably... Let's send the first Gylo force around to reclaim our lost territory, actually. And I think we're probably just going to have to settle for some kind of peace. I don't think we're going to be able to win this. I don't think the war is at this point winnable. We could surrender. Maybe that's the option. Well, we'll hang out. I mean, we're really not hurting at the moment. We can maybe settle for a status quo peace if the war goes on a bit longer. And then, other than that, we're just sort of waiting for our planets to develop. For example, Sheetland has some unemployment, so we could build another foundry now.
Construction project complete.
We'll upgrade the current foundry. I guess we'll build another foundry so we don't need to use strategic resources on it. Old Snyder has some overcrowding. Let's build another city there.
Hostile IFF signatures detected. Hostiles making planetfall. Hostile IFF signatures detected.
Okay, so, yeah, we need more housing on Zorba's place. Well, who cares about housing right now? We have a war to fight. We need to reclaim all these systems because we are currently hurting for energy and consumer goods. Ooh, let's go for the battleship. Are they trying? Did they retake the planet? Oh, they did. That took them a long time. Oh my god, they just have way too many ships. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna have to surrender. There's nothing we can really do about this. So, if we surrender, we're just gonna get humiliated for 10 years. Which is the worst possible outcome, but we just gotta deal with it. It's part of being an adult. So let's get our ships home and repaired. Yeah, I don't freaking get what happened with these guys. They're suddenly superior. Like last week, when I finished the stream, I just sort of played on for like a half hour or whatever to see sort of what would happen, and I sort of did this exact same thing, but it turned out a bit differently. It's like I accidentally downloaded an AI mod or something like that without knowing it, which I have not done that, and I would like to do that at some point, but I currently have not done that. Okay, so our economy should be back in order pretty soon. We're at minus 20 consumer goods. We've found more raiders. We're at minus 20 consumer goods.
A declaration of war has been announced. Construction project concluded.
I guess we'll have to continue building more ships. So it's negative happiness for a while. So if we look at our rulers here, we can see that minus 10% happiness for being humiliated. That's for 10 years, which isn't too terribly long. But yeah, we need to increase our civilian industries. Like here we have... I guess we'll just need to buy some more consumer goods to tide us over at the time, because I really don't want to mess with my trade policy, because I want to take in that energy. So for a mere 3,000 energy, we can get 5,000 consumer goods. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so, yeah, that was an unfortunate turn of events, but I'm kind of satisfied with the way things have turned out. Because of... Our empire isn't exactly the most stable empire out there, because we have all kinds of Xenos in there. We're not xenophilic. So it makes for an interesting combination of factors that makes the game difficult.
Construction project concluded.
You know, it's not just a matter of being overwhelmed by some AI with bonuses, or just making an extremely efficient and effective empire. It's dealing with the fact that, for example, we have a low stability Bergstein planet because these aliens are unhappy. Because they don't like the fact that I'm suppressing the Xeno Compassion faction, for example. And there's really nothing we can do about it because the population growth mechanic makes it so that a small minority of Xenos in your empire quickly reaches parity with the main species. Like, I have no idea where these old Tur came from, but they're here now. So let's take a look at our factions. The Xeno Compassion Center is down to 104. There's unrest on Dune. Alright, you know what? 24% pop approval rating. Yeah, I have no idea how to get out of this mess that we're in currently. I mean, I think we have to maybe go back on the population control thing, because otherwise everyone's so pissed off and unhappy. And they're decreasing stability. I really think that's the only option here. Let's see, if we stop suppressing the Xeno faction, they're back up to 55% happiness. Oh man.
Of war has been announced.
Okay, so we got full minerals. We can actually sell off some minerals. The unrest on Magnetron has led to mounting calls from the locals for more pronounced military presence, both on their home planet and within the Technocracy of Zinj. Okay, militarist attraction. Implant malfunctions. Oh, so some primitives. We had implanted devices in them to monitor them, led to a number of suicides and violent hysteria. We need to clean up this mess. Alright, we're going to sell some minerals. I think we can part with... Oh wow, 0.21, that's pretty low for minerals. Usually it's a bit higher than that. And they're cheap to buy as well. Okay, well let's sell our excess. And I guess we'll just sit on that energy for now. So our consumer goods are giving us issues right now. I think what I would like...
Research concluded.
Gamma laser. Plus 10% energy credits. Okay. Across the board bonus. Fleet command. Society research plus 20. That should be good. So let's throw down some more civilian industries. And in fact, let's resettle some people here. I'm sure we certainly have unemployment somewhere. though the UI doesn't make it okay, so we have 2 unemployment. Let's move over. Of course, this doesn't tell me what the habitability is. Alright, on Magnetron we have some unemployment. Let's give them some generator districts. Bergsign is looking pretty good. It's being a nice, fine mining planet. Okay, so the Stellar Culture Shock still has 5,000 days to go. Okay, well, I think I'm probably going to end off the stream pretty soon here. I think I'm probably going to start up a new game now that I have more of an idea of how 2.2 works, how all the mechanics work, because this Empire has sort of become a mess with all the Xenos in here. I don't really like how the population growth works, so I'm probably going to do another game focused solely on one species with no immigration or anything like that, no immigration deals. Certainly authoritarian, but probably not xenophobes, but something else. So I think that's what I'm going to do. It's just there's a certain amount of frustration trying to deal with all of that. Or maybe there's a mod out there that fixes the population growth so it isn't so wonky. That's something else I'll also have to look into.
Construction project concluded.
Rivalry. Yeah. Yeah, I see no need to continue this playthrough, really, because early game mistakes were made. They could be fixed and recovered from, but it's like, is it really worth it? So I think, yeah, on Thursday we're going to start off with a blank slate, new civilization. It should be pretty fun, and that's going to be all for tonight, so thank you all for watching. Be sure to do a thumbs up if you haven't already, and I hope to see you on Thursday again for more Stellaris Live. Hungry? What do you mean by hungry? Okay, well anyway, have a good night everyone. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Good night.